Welcome to the Once in a Lifetime series. This long form video is about Michigan. We're actually going to drive up the western shoreline of Michigan, explore lighthouses, campgrounds, so much more. All this footage was shot in the month of June. Sit back and enjoy the ride, and the journey starts, hey, right now.
We're leaving Elkhart Campground. Quiet little stay. There was, you could hear a little bit of the freeway traffic. Interstate's pretty close by. Not too bad though. This place is huge. It holds a lot of rigs. They do allow campfires, so you get some of that smoke at night. But the sites are kind of spread out pretty good, so it wasn't too awful. I'd probably stay here again. So we're going to take some back roads. We're heading up to the shoreline of Lake Michigan. Yay! We're actually going to see our second Great Lake. We've seen Lake Erie. Now we're going to explore a little bit around Lake Michigan, and it's a huge shoreline. Going to end up at Holland Beach State Park, way up in Holland, Michigan. Okay, I'm going to cut through this little town called Niles. We're on 139. We're going to cut over, we're going to pick up, it's called Blue Star Highway. It follows along the shoreline, kind of zags in and out. Here's another little town. Look at the old buildings, brick buildings. Small town Michigan right here. But I'm kind of fast tracking it over towards the shoreline so we can get up farther. Lots of farmland. We are very close to the lake. Actually, this state is surrounded by Great Lakes. If you ever look at the map, look at the border lines, the state lines that go way out in the middle of the Great Lakes for Michigan. Michigan is huge in area. Alright, this little town, Barron Springs. Flags are out, brick buildings. Small town USA right here. But we're heading to the shoreline of Lake Michigan. Gonna stay on this 139. Make it right here. Once we get on that Blue Star Highway, we'll take that up a little bit. We're gonna end up at the Holland State Park, right on Lake Michigan. That's the goal, to get there. Every town has a church with a steeple, white picket fences, but it gets brutal cold. Wintertime hits harsh and hard here. Alrighty, we ought to be getting close to the Blue Star Highway. I looked at Google Maps quite a bit to map this thing out. I really, first time ever driving up through here. The only last time I was in Michigan, oh my goodness, was like 30 some years ago. And it wasn't for RVing. So, all right, should be right up here, getting closer. big, thick trees. They get the water with all the Great Lakes. Yay, made it. Okay, right across those trees, that's a Lake Michigan. Can't see it. Here we go. This is the very start of us heading up the shoreline of the western part of Michigan. We're going to take this up quite a ways. We're going to go through quite a few of the towns that are along the coast shorelines of Michigan. On the map they showed the first little park called Roadside Park. Got to get a glimpse of the lake. Have to right away. Alright, cool. I see the sign. We're here. Yay. Take a break. I got a really early start. I wanted to get through those towns before traffic got too bad. Michigan has a lot of people that live here. Alright, looks like a little pathway over there. Let's check it out. Roadside Park. Looks like this might be a county park. There's the lake. We'll hoof it down there. Check it out. They got picnic tables, shade. Perfect place. Stop, take a break. Like we are right now. Let's head on down. Wow, look at that dishes. That's a big place. But that's a rental. But they rent rooms there. When you look online, there's Airbnbs, there's cabin rentals, fishing, boating excursions that take you out. Little bench to watch the sunset. Alright, get ready. Here's our first glimpse at Lake Michigan. Yay! We made it. Look how calm, no wind. Temperature unstable, bluff. Okay, well, I ain't gonna go down all the way down there. There it is. It's our first look at it. We'll be seeing this for a few days. Wow, they even got an excavator down in there. Look at that. Wonder what they're building or removing. Okay, well, head up top. We got some more miles to do. You know, there's shade over here. I might pull over here and check emails real quick. But what a great start to our journey in Michigan. We'll consider this day one, video one of our journey up the shoreline. I'm sure we're going to see several of these little parks. Should be a ton of lighthouses. Look how you can see the bottom right there before it drops off. There's the rock piles. They must be digging for something over there. Maybe putting in a boat dock. Oh, look at the fog. Got a little fog rolling in off the lake. In the thick trees, you can't see a thing from the road. Look how buried that road is down in there. Alright, let's keep on trucking. Right. I found on the phone here there's another state park right up the road. We'll stop and check that on our way up to Holland State Beach. See what this one is. Michigan has a lot of them. I gotta buy a pass to get in them. For $17 you can get an annual pass for parking. So that's what I'm gonna do. And almost all of them had campsites. So should be good to go. They're booked out though this time of year, summertime. You really got to call in advance. And their season here is short. What does it go from like April to October before the snow melts? Alright, turnoff should be right up here somewhere. Here it is here. Make a left. For sale signs everywhere. Property boom is probably hitting here too. Well, think about it. You get you a summer place on Lake Michigan like this. That's all you need. Okay, looks like I'm gonna make a left. Van Buren State Park, here we come. I think it's a day use. They probably got a campground. I thought, what the heck, we got a little extra time this morning, we'll check it. Here's the sign. Van Buren, we made it. Well, look for a place to park. Looks like we can get down towards the lake that way. But when you look at the maps, they got campgrounds everywhere in this state. It's pretty impressive, really, how many they have. Alright, let me get parked. Go for a walk. Lots of walking today. Weather's perfect. Sidewalk is closed up here. Let's see what we get.
Well, I didn't make you.
They got a restroom. Bunch of sirens on the roof. I guess you could get a tsunami off a lake. I don't know. Probably tornado, huh? Here you go, coastal dunes. So they got quite a few sand dunes here. Probably hiking and swimming. Horseback riding maybe. Dangerous currents, you bet they're dangerous. I hear water. right, here's our second look. Yeah, they got this all tore up. Park hours, 8 to 10. Looks like they're putting in a new sidewalk to get down in here. Storms must have busted these up. Yeah, that lake is calm. But I've seen pictures of when these things are really rocking and rolling from storms. Cool. Back to the van we go. Everybody load up. At least they grate this down through here. It wasn't bad coming in here. Life jackets for the little kiddies. That's always a good idea. Boy, they always have tragedies on these waters. People don't respect the currents. Might look shallow, but boy, that water can really get stirred up in a hurry. Alright, from here we're going to head up towards Holland. We're going to go find that Holland State Park. That's where I'm going to spend the night. GoPro Hero 9 mounted outside. That's bringing your road footage to you. Okay, here we go. A lot of residential homes back in here too. This is one of these places where you really need the local knowledge. You really gotta get with a local, find all the good spots. This is Blue Star Highway. Actually, I'm gonna have to cut back over on interstate for a little bit to get up to Holland, and then we'll get there soon. Roads are just tree lined. You really can't see much. Even the homes are hard to see. They're back in there. They are huge. This is one plush area, but rarely do you get a glimpse of the lake. Kind of about a quarter mile in from that. This is where I gotta pick up the interstate. Right up here should be. Well, we made it a ways. I got all twisted up there. Got turned around. Now we're heading in the right direction. Going into the big town of Holland, Michigan. Port town. There's supposed to be a lighthouse up here. We're going to stay at the campground. Check it out. Alright, getting into some town here. Old town. Oh, everything's old. East Coast. Looks like a big old school there on the left. Small town, USA. That is one old building right there. Park Theater, look at that. Kind of got to pay attention. Oh, look at that. They're restoring that building. Wow. Good to see. Keep it going. Superior Sports Store. Oh, look at the big old, what is that, church? Or a bank? That's where all the shops are. Nice tire cover on that vehicle there. So I'm just gonna zigzag my way. I got the phone on here. We're gonna find that Holland State Beach and then see what's happening down there. That'll be the first state beach, and I'm going to camp there. Got a reservation for one night. Hopefully it works out good. All right, we make a left here. Now we're on the right road. The waterways kind of split up the town a little bit. Okay. Supposed to be a big RV resort down through here too. We're quite a ways in. We're quite a ways inland. I'd say a good 6 miles. Here we go. There's the lake on the left. Here's where these resorts are down here. Now we're cooking. Man, this is done nice. Well, where else do people go? That's all they got here. Gotta go to the shorelines to stay cool in the hot weather. All kinds of park models in there. Look at that. Don't see any RVs. Park models. Homes. Man, could you imagine? Here's a marina. I forget the name of this lake. I have to look at the phone here. Lake Makatawa. Phone was going off. Here you go. Mow the side of the yard. Road. Cool. Alright, looks like we're getting close. Big old marina here on the left. When you check the reviews on these parks, oh, look at the lighthouse way out there on the left. When you check the reviews, they're really good, which is good. Well, no one in there. I still need to get one of these all year annual sticker for the van for parking here. One of these parks. I think it's $17 for the entire year for the state of Michigan. Welcome to Holland State Park, Holland, Michigan. Well, let's do a cruise through and then we'll find a place to park. Not too many people here. I'm sure it gets busy, especially on weekends. Everyone comes to the shoreline to stay cooler. Looks like they're blowing sand off the walks. That's probably a continuous battle, fighting the sand coming off, winds coming off the lake. Yeah, I've always remembered the Great Lakes as being windy and big waves and all that. This stuff here is flat as a pancake. That's okay. Alright, let's go get parked. Take a quick walk. There's a view. Look way out. There's Lake Michigan. Looks like they got parking down over there too. Huge beach. People sun tanning. A little swimming area out there. There's the channel that comes into that lake. Little lighthouse. Red one. Looks like they got more dunes. Looks like homes along the other side. You can still see a little bit of that fog bank laying along the shoreline there. And there is that big lake with all the marinas, all the boats. And straight down, there's the campground. You camp on asphalt here, but it does have a plug-in for a hookup. So that's where I'm going to spend the night, right down there. It'll be okay. It'll work. Only one night, and we're moving on north. Wow, look at all the lighthouses along the shoreline going up the west side here. Look at all those. We'll catch a few of them. Not all of them. We're going to hit a few. Should be a fun trip. Looking forward to it. Never really explored Michigan. The only places I was years ago, down around Detroit areas and Dearborn. Never came up through here like this. See what this side says. A little more about the lake. Lake Michigan. It's huge. And there's some of the lighthouses we're going to see. Cool. Okay, we got us a storyboard. Holland Harbor Lighthouse. 1872. Wow. Of course, they've all been rebuilt. Looks like 1907 they redid it. In 1932. It was abandoned in 1970. Goodness. Well, there it is. Holland State Park. Holland, Michigan. Holland Lighthouse. We're here. Gonna enjoy it for an evening. Well, this is our first night on our adventure going up through Michigan. Be interesting seeing big boats come in. A few clouds. Here you go. They're heading out. Probably going to do a little fishing. A few clouds rolling in. You know, the weather can really change on these lakes. They can get as big waves, just like an ocean out here. Look at that. There's that lighthouse. That is one red color, huh? Flag flying. Beautiful. What a neat beach place this is. Holland State Park. Be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. On there you're going to find all the latest videos. Plus, we have a merch section, guides, all kinds of good stuff. Coloring books, puzzle books coming out, you name it. It'll be right there on RVerTV.tv. And it helps support the channel and these kind of travels. Alright, let's hit the van here. We're at Oak Grove Campground, RV Park. I could not stay down there at the state beach. It was too sold out. Thought I could get in, I couldn't. Anyway, this worked. We're in Holland, Michigan. We're gonna head north. Look at that goat. He's on top of the shed. He's checking me out, man. He's making all kinds of racket. They got chickens and goats. And cute little place, not bad. It was good for a one-night stay. I need to find the dumpster and then we're gonna hit the road. Yeah, I thought I had a reservation down there at Holland Campground, but I guess I didn't, so oh well. There's their clubhouse and office. They got a big rec hall there. Look at it. It's real kid friendly. Got all kinds of playgrounds. Big park. Not bad. I gotta zigzag my way out of here. We're quite a ways from that Highway 31. A few miles. Have to figure out how to get back up there. Got the phone going. It's early morning. I spent quite a bit of time last night mapping up the shoreline here of Michigan. A lot of these roads are so tree covered, it's hard to film. When I see good stuff, I'll kick the cameras on. Perfect weather, very little wind, it's humid, heat's picking up for sure, and chance of thunderstorms during the later day. But look at the tree line, it's so green here. Still not used to that compared to the desert. This has been quite a trip so far this year. Alright, we're back on Highway 31. We're almost into Grand Haven. Yay. I stopped at a Walmart too and stocked up. Had to get a few supplies, get some water, picked up some fruit. Got a traffic light here. Alright, here we go. We're close. It's supposed to be Grand Haven State Park. It's supposed to be a big lighthouse, long pier we can walk out on. Thought we'd check this out. This Highway 31 runs up through the towns, kind of follows up along the coastline. Not really a shoreline, but Lake Michigan. There's an interstate that runs up through the middle of the state, but why do that? We want to see water, lighthouses, and cool stuff like beaches. Why not? I've always wanted to do this. I've been told so many times how nice Michigan is. Alright, I see the sign. Yay! Downtown State Park, second left. Cool. Here it is, Franklin Avenue. We'll cut through downtown, go find that state park. Away we go. Old time houses. Trees in their little tree lawn. You gotta mow grass here. I don't think I've mowed grass in years. I mean, I couldn't remember last time I had to push a mower, because there is none in the desert. Alright, according to the phone here, I gotta cut over a few streets. Detour. All right. See what I get into here. Old brick buildings. This is downtown Grand Haven, Michigan. All right, I gotta cut over. We gotta go over a few blocks. There's a big water channel that goes out to the lake. That's where the campground and Grand Haven State Park is. We're looking for a street called Harbor Drive. And here we are. Yay! Made it. Now we're heading down the right way. This scenic view is brought to you by RVerTV. Yay! Right here in Grand Haven, Michigan. Wow. You can see waterways right off to the right. I think that's a river called Grand River. Should be a big Coast Guard station up here somewhere. Yeah, what a neat place. All the different waterways, beaches. Michigan is really blessed with all this stuff. Now you can see the water off to the right. Different parks. Yeah, look at these old brick buildings on the left. I like it too how they laid brick across the roads for walkways. You don't see that back west either. Alright, I think what I'll do here, let's go all the way down to the state park. When I looked at it on the maps, there's parking areas. We can park there and then we'll walk out to the pier. Check out that big lighthouse. How'd you like to live here except in the winter? Because they get cold and snow. Those lake snows, those snows that come off the lakes here are intense. Plus a lot of these waterways freeze up. You can actually go ice fishing out here. A lot of commercial boating goes on here too. Oh, look at that climbing ivy up that building there. My goodness. You don't see that out west either. Cool. This is absolutely beautiful here. Okay, they can park there, but I want to get closer down to the beaches and stuff. I could have stopped right there. Wow, look at that old anchor there. Artwork now. I think we're here. I see the lighthouse. Look at it way out there. Cool. Wonder how much these homes go for in here. I bet they're a bundle. This looks like it. You know what else I need to do too is I need to get that annual pass. And I think I can do that right here. That way I don't have to worry with it the rest of the trip. Be able to get in all these parks. Let me stop, check it out. No, I don't. I'll buy one now. Cool. 17 bucks. I can get in all the state parks for day use. Park. All that. It's really not bad at all. $17 for all the state parks all the way around Michigan. And she said I can just park right up here, anywhere I can find a parking place. We'll go for a walk. Park right here, right at the end. Van fits perfect. This is it. Wow, look at this. This is beautiful. Big old walkway. They've developed this pretty well. All this white stuff, like from a tree floating through the air. Not sure what it is. It's all over the top of the water too. Look how calm it is right now. Perfect.
Aye, sir. Aye.
That's why I need a bicycle. There's the campground. Look at all those RVs. Wow. So, whoa. You can camp here, go jogging, ride your bike. Goodness, you know, 100 years ago I could have done that. We're resorting to walking now.
They waited till
It's quite a ways out here. This is a pretty good little walk. That campground looks pretty good size. I see more RVs up here on the left. Boy. Busy place.
oh my gosh. So, she can't always tell with the people.
There they are. Those are the premium spots, I bet. No clue what they charge. You'd have to check it out. Once again, State Park.
We'll have to move to this rock.
More joggers. Probably fish right off this pier up here too. Oh, look at them guys. They can camp right on the water there. Huh. Definitely a campground you might want to check out. Caution, big waves, I bet. Oh man, when it's windy here, these lakes, they can really get stirred up. What's all the bricks here? They got names, must be supporters. See what this plaque says. Yep, buy a brick, support the pier here, probably restoration. And the signs, warning, I bet. Goodness, waves flood the surface. Probably knock you right off these things. Concrete benches for the people that don't jog. Another bicycle goes roaring out here. In memory of lives lost. Oh goodness. Well, they warn you pretty good. What's this one? Lighthouse and South Pier. Oh wow. Pictures of a couple kids that got swept off of here. Huh. That's a good way to warn people. And look at all the piping. I know what that is. They're dredging. They're pumping sand back on the beaches here. I've seen that before. Look how they ran the electrical. They keep it up off the concrete. It's quite a ways out here. There's the Lake Michigan. Yeah, they're dredging. They're putting quite a bit of beach back. Boats out in the water. Yeah, what a structure they built just to hold the electrical up off the concrete. Of course, they got little lights to guide the boats in. I'm sure it gets foggy here. It's like a mini ocean. I see the lighthouse. It's getting closer. Too bad a big boat doesn't go by. There's a little guy. Little boat. Heading out to fish. You couldn't ask for better water to go out on the lake. Look how flat this stuff is. No wind. There's our dredge way out. I see it. Dredging the harbor. What a job. Here we go. Man, look at all those fishing poles on that little wagon. That is serious fishing. Yay, made it. Big red lighthouse. Big old bright red. Look, this pier keeps going. We might as well go clear out to the end. Wonder what they fish for here. Bring your bike out, a couple fishing poles. That guy's got 3 poles. Pretty good. Check this out. They got a hammock set up. Look at this. They got a hammock set up. Take a snooze while you got your fishing line in the water. They are very serious about their fish. There goes all the joggers. They lap me. I ain't catching up. Oh, cool. The lighthouse over there, but there's our dredge. Look at it. That's where they're getting all the sand from. Wow, this thing's been here for a long, long time. See what the plaque says. This looks like names of people that have restored this pier, keep it going. It's all locked up. Graffiti. Of course, graffiti. Yeah, this thing is old. There's their dredge. It's amazing how they can pump that all the way back to the beach. That is heavy stuff, wet sand. Look at that operation there, huh? Cool. Keep it open. Keep the big boats rolling. Another one fishing. Looks like there's some boats out there fishing too. All right, we made it to the end. I did not run out here. We walked. Let's head back to the van. Definitely a neat little place. Come here and camp, fish. I got swimming somewhere. You can go jogging. Not me. Yeah, Michigan, they got a nice website, but with all their campgrounds and state parks. Sure to check that out.
They look like big chicken trees.
Well, glad I came down through here. This is only the start. We got quite a ways to go yet, because we're gonna go all the way up. I figured right now we'd do the west side of the shoreline, then we'll cut over. We're gonna go way up top Michigan. There's that Coast Guard station right there. Right here in Harbor Drive, Grand Haven, Michigan. We're on Highway 31. We just left Grand Haven, Michigan. Wasn't that a pretty place at State Park? We're going up here to Muskegon, Michigan. There's a couple places I want to check out up here. One is going to be a floating World War II ship. It's like a museum. Should be fun. Then after we visit the ship, we'll head on down to the beach, check out, see what else is around this town. It's right on Lake Michigan, you know it's going to be good. Warm and humid, good old summertime in Great Lakes region. But look at the blue sky. We're kind of following the waterways. This museum should be up here pretty close. Yeah, I found this online when I was doing some research. Gotta stop. This is called Shoreline Drive here in Muskegon, Michigan. We should be getting close according to the phone. I think I see it up here on the right. And they should just now be getting open. Here it is. There it is. Look at that thing. World War II landing craft. Pretty cool. Everything's old here. Look at the old brick buildings. Barrel-shaped roof. Go ahead and get a place to park. I think there's a fee to get in, but it'll be worth it. Look at that old timer. Looks like they painted it not too long ago. There it is. A few cars here. All right. Let me get parked. We'll go check this thing out. This looks good. Waterway's right there. There it is. LST 393. Look at all the flags flying, huh? Nice. Well, let's go for a walk. Feels good to get out of that van. A lot of miles this spring and summer, huh? All right. There it is. Wow. No fishing. Can't fish off the boat. Okay. Look at the doors on this thing. My goodness. They can pull up. Look at them things. Probably carried tanks and jeeps and all kinds of vehicles in it. Pull up to the beach and they just unloaded. Wow. A lot of steel went into making these things. Look at them big, looks like eye bolts or whatever. Man. All right, let's go get checked in and see what we can find. All right, very nice gentleman. $10 senior discount, $12 otherwise. A lot of World War II memorabilia, it looks like. Oh wow, look at that thing. Old aircraft carrier. Man, this place is packed full of stuff. Huh. Not very tall. If you're tall, you're going to bang your head in here. Old sailor uniform. Look at that. One of my uncles was a World War II veteran in the Navy. Old military rifles. Looks like women of the Navy in there. All their uniforms. Just a different time in history, isn't it? Good thing they keep this stuff. Can't forget. Alright, let's wander around some more. They probably do group tours and stuff in here. Little model planes up on the wall. Looks like they're honoring their locals, service people. That's cool. Look at all of them. Very well done. Very nice. Very, very well. Cool. Let's see what else we can find. We're going to go up top, too. We'll hike up there. See if we can't drive this thing. Captain on the bridge. Oh, look at all the old charts. Waterways, pre-dawn ops. Goodness. Beaches where this thing landed. Big flag there. Kind of warm in this thing too. There's no air conditioning. Look at this hatch door. Look at the size of this thing. Check it out. There's Muskegon Bay, I think they call it. Not sure. It's not the lake yet. That breeze feels good. Okay, what do you think? Let's go up top. Well, look, all the sinks, all stainless. Mirrors. Imagine all the... Oh, look at the bunks. Could you imagine all the military that served on this thing? That's where you slept, right there. Huh. Engine room. Bunk after bunk. This thing's long. Probably carried a lot of soldiers. More sinks. There's showers there. All right, let's keep going up. Go up to the bridge. Man, you can get lost in this thing. Follow the arrow. Thank you. There's the mess hall. Look at that. Yeah, I'll take some bacon and eggs. That's where everyone ate. Got their food. There you go. Here's a view. Wow. This thing is big. Solid steel. Amazing how they built these boats too back in the day. And even in modern times now they're massive. They're like floating cities. Okay, walk around the front. There's got to be some steerage area, or the, what they call it, bridge. Looks like probably their officer quarters. Oh, that breeze feels good. It's kind of warm inside this thing. They got some fans going. Can you imagine all the different places this thing's been? Huh. What we got over here? Look at the guns on it. That must be the bridge up there. Well, let's go figure a way to get up there. I should have grabbed one of those maps. What a view, huh? No fishing. It's okay. That's a long ways down to the water. We're up here a little bit. All right, let's go in here. See what we got. Captain's quarters. Here you go. Ward room. That must be where they had their meetings. Down that way. Oh, there's a kitchen way down there. They got their own bathrooms here. Ah, stairs. Navigation. Okay, up we go. We're gaining on it. Here you go. There you are. And here's where they steered the boat. Wow. Nice. Yeah, this thing's something to see. For $10, you got to come see this thing if you're ever in this area. Especially if you're a history buff, like the old World War II stuff. This would be one to see. Full speed ahead. Imagine the guys all the way down the engine room. They had to be way down there where it's all hot and noisy. These guys up here, half speed, slow. Pretty cool instruments. You know, this thing is very well preserved. Oh, they call it the helm. Okay. That must have been sonar, radar, communications. Imagine driving this big old beast right up to a beach, beaching it so they all the stuff could get unloaded, the tanks and everything. And then big doors open up. I mean, there's a lot of boat. Ship, actually. There's a lot of ship. Video room. This is the old time Wi-Fi right here. This is how they communicated. Well, down we go. Those steps are pretty steep. Back through the bunk area. Can you imagine this ship rolling up and down on the waves and you gotta stay in that bunk? Oh man. Oof. That fan feels good. It's pretty warm in this thing. Still worth it. Well, very well done. I mean, my hat's off to these guys. They really, there's a big effort here putting all this together and keeping it going. Hope people support this and it stays here forever. I think we checked out this side yet. More uniforms. Yeah, there's the front. Canines that served. Memorial to them. A lot of forgotten history, huh? Old Jeep. That's what they carried on here, probably. But still, to drive this thing up to a beach and open the doors and then unload. Oh, man. Wow. Very powerful. LST 393. Floating Museum right here in Muskegon, Michigan. Stop and check it out if you're ever in this area. Alright, go back, get on Shoreline Drive. Gonna go find that Muskegon beach, Supposed to be another floating, I think it's a submarine or something. Go find that to check out. Yeah, temperature, it's picking up pretty good now. Okay, we're on our way. According to the phone, looks like we got about 3 miles to get down to the lake itself. Do some zigzagging. We're in Muskegon, Michigan. Gonna head down to a beach, kind of a park beach thing, but there's also a floating submarine and U.S. Coast Guard ship museum. So that's the goal. We're gonna go down there and check them things out. Look at this old building. My goodness. If those walls could talk, huh? It's called Lake Muskegon, and then there's a port. They got ferry services that'll take you over to Milwaukee, actually, Wisconsin. All kinds of old homes. I mean, Michigan is a old place. And it just keeps getting better. I'm kind of zigzagging through these neighborhoods. Good old the phone, Google Maps, is taking me the scenic way here. Oh well, we'll make it. To explore the shorelines of Lake Michigan and Michigan itself is really something. This has really turned out to be a great trip. Glad I decided to come up through here. Okay, make a right. We got a little ways to go yet before we get down to this park. I think it's called Pier Marquette Park Beach. Then just past that will be the Submarine Museum. Really looking forward to that. I like these old museums. Plus it gets me out of the van. I can walk around. See the water off to the right. Camera's probably not picking it up. What a pretty drive down through here. I tried to get a reservation at the Michigan State Park. They are completely sold out, so after this we're going to keep trucking north. Big old boatyard up here on the left. Look at the size of those sailboats. You know, when they're out in the water they look tiny, but when you see them up close, they're pretty good size. Oh no, never really explored. I was on one sailboat years ago. And didn't go out this day trip. It was down in the Bay Area in California. It was fun. Alright, we should be getting closer to the park. I see water. Yay. Look at this. They got a roundabout right here on the beach. Wow, look at that sculpture there. Pretty artistic. Let these cars go. Alright. Wow, there's a huge beach. This is not a state park here. This must be like city, maybe, something like that. Pier Marquette is what it showed on Google Maps. Thing is long. There's a lighthouse up here, but I don't think you can walk out to it on this one. But we'll get pictures of it. Well, I'm gonna find some parking. I want to get closer. I don't want to park I really don't want to walk out in the sand. Not really set up for that. We'll go up a little farther. It's supposed to be like restaurants and probably a bar up here. Yeah, this hot weather, these places fill up quick. Can't blame them. Aha! I see parking on the left. And buildings. Let me get around the other side here. We were really close to that museum too. Not too far. Less than 1/8 of a mile. But let's check out the beach first. See if we can't get a picture of that lighthouse. Then we'll go up to the museum. Wow, that water's so blue and clean looking. A little haze in the sky, not bad. Okay, let's find some parking. Looks like they're setting up volleyball nets there. Must have a tournament. Right off left here, this looks like good as any. Van will fit good in here. And there's a parking fee here. $5. Go get a ticket and then throw it on the dash, and we'll go walk around. $5 to park here. The state pass won't work. This is not a state park. And there was a guy giving out tickets. I talked to him. They got little kiosks. You just put in $5 and you get your parking pass. And it's good for like 24 hours or something. Alright, let's sneak out here and we'll get a look at the lighthouse. We gotta do it from here. That's all Coast Guard fenced off stuff there. You can't get in. You cannot walk out to this lighthouse. Big port. This is where all the ferries come in that takes you over to Milwaukee. Look at that thing. Bright red. There's a boat going in. Yeah, it's a pretty big port here. Big breakwater. Those rocks stop the waves from crashing in. Calms down the water when the ships come in. Nice. Alright, well, let's cruise back to the van. Like some young people setting up volleyball nets. I bet they got a tournament or something. There's like bars and restaurants up here. To be young again, yay. Oh well. Yeah, to jump around in that sand. Oh my goodness, that's a workout, huh? They got several of them. They gotta have tournaments. There's one of those kiosks for parking pass. Only takes debit cards or credit cards. But you can sit down here, have a little picnic, watch volleyball, or go up here and check out their restaurant and bar. So let's go find that submarine museum. Should be right down the road. The submarine is called the USS Silversides. Here we are. There is a fee to get in. Wow, look at the summertime flowers in Michigan. Look at those things, they're beautiful. Love the color. Okay, see what they got out here. I have no clue. What is that, torpedoes? Oh, submarines. Load them up, shoot them. My goodness. Look at that. Boy, they got some really nice museums here in Muskegon, Michigan. Oh, that breeze feels so good. It's really starting to heat up. Humid too. Well, there's the Silversides. Wonder how long it's been sitting here. Still floating. Cool. 2:36. Wow, look at all the missions it's been on. Look at all the decals on the side up there. Pretty cool. Those must be when they blow air to go down and surface. Big air tanks on these things. Pretty amazing. All right, let's go in, check out the inside. Big old torpedo there. Everyone needs one in their front yard. Huh. Wow, look at the propellers for them things. Jeez. Man, look at them things. Put that on your boat. Cool. All right, enough goofing off. Let's go in. $12.50 with the senior discount. I got some big storyboards here. Wow, look at that. Good old Pearl Harbor, the attack on it. Boy, history, huh? Forgotten history. Hope they keep this stuff going. All kinds of old pictures of the sub. Wow, the crews that worked on these things. There's a little replica of it. All kinds of models. Look at this. They got a theater in here. You can watch movies about it. Man, this is nice. Very well done. Oh wow, look, like a little simulator. This is how you drive a sub with no windows. They can't see out. It was all done by electronics. No windshield. Goodness, can you imagine? In the depths that would go when things went deep. Then their torpedoes, how they work. This place is actually really cool. If you're in this area, Muskegon, Michigan, stop and see this stuff. Huh. Well, let's wander outside. We'll take another look at the sub, and that there's a Coast Guard ship here you can walk on too. Yeah, those represent all the missions they were on. Huh. I don't know a whole bunch about all this stuff. Look at that. There's the inside of a torpedo. Wow. Them things that scoot along. I'll be darned. Can you imagine working on one of these ships? let's go back outside. Kind of warm in this building too. So they got picnic areas, bleachers. They must have ceremonies down here, I bet. Maybe like 4th of July, Memorial Day. Okay, we can walk on the deck here. All aboard the USS Silverside submarine. Think of all the waters this thing's traveled through. Goodness. Plaque honoring it. Big guns. You know, when you think of these things, you think they're bigger, but they're not. Huh. Yeah, a couple little boats going by. It's kind of the port entrance to Lake Michigan. Too bad one of them big ferries didn't go out. Oh, there's that other ship. Let's go check that one out. That's that Coast Guard ship. Yeah, look at the size of that cannon. Man. Boom. Okay. Let's go check out that other one. Coast Guard. Them guys don't get the recognition. They keep us safe here at home. Patrol a lot of waterways. Look at the front end. That thing will cut right through some water. There's an older one. Looks like we can get on board. Check it out. Man, look at that gun. Wow. I'd like to fire off that thing. That lady that at the front desk, she said this one's still in service. So don't touch anything. They didn't leave the keys in it, I hope. So it still must go out and patrol. Well, it's all blocked off in there. Round windows, low hatches. See what else we can find. There's a really good look at the lake up there. Man, there's just waterway after waterway here. Little park with benches. Wow, look at that house, huh? There's your house right there. Bet that's worth a bundle. Couple little boats going out. Gonna enjoy the day on the lake. See if they let the keys in it. We'll take it out for a cruise. Then the submarine will chase me, huh? Yeah, goodness. That door's open. We gotta check it out. Yeah, look at the old wood. This is an old timer. Here you go. Yep, keys aren't in it. Captain's chair. Look at the old, nice old wood. Old brass, all that. Goodness. And that's the view the captain had right here. Oh, look at the bug. Got a stowaway. Well, what a fun day to come down here and explore these things. Definitely worth it. They're keeping history going with these things. Silver sides. I'll remember this one. Oh my goodness, what's this thing? What is it? Wow. This is how they rescue people if the sub's sunk. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright. Well, let's head for the van. Well, Muskegon, Michigan is a great stop. Glad I stopped here. We're heading north. We're heading up Highway 31. We're traveling up the west side of Michigan on the shoreline. We're going to go up to a little town called Pentwater, Michigan. Alright, we made it. It's supposed to be a little boating town. There's a state park. Mears State Park has a campground here. Wow, look at all the boats. This place is plush, huh? Ran through some patches of fog coming up through here. Muskegon was kind of cool though, wasn't it? All them old boats. Alright, well, it's kind of early in the morning. Let's see what we can find here. Ooh, see a little park. Cool. Old buildings. Well, before we head over to State Park, why don't we check out downtown? I see some storyboards up here on the left, too. Cool. Alright, well, let me get parked. Go take a walk. Small town, USA, huh? Park on Main Street. Alright, here we go. Let's go for a walk. Welcome to Pentwater. Looks like they got marina, Pentwater Lake. Okay, so this must be the lake here. That's cool. What else we got? Ships and shipping. Alright. Wow, look at the old, what do they call them? Schooners with the big sails. Huh. This town was a busy town back then. Let's see what this one says over here. Look at this. They got little picnic tables set by the water. Watch the boats go in and out. Graveyard of ships. 20-mile span of Lake Michigan. Wow. Oh my goodness, they had a really bad one in 1940. Veterans Day. Huh. See what it says on the other side here? Veterans Day storm. Wow. Claimed dozens of lives. Huh. That's sad. 3 people were honored from here for rescuing. Wow. Boy, these lakes, I'm sure, I mean, when winds pick up and all that, my goodness. Snow. Well, they got a little fishing area. You can clean your fish. Beautiful marina. Boy, you wouldn't know storms hit here on a day like today. Look at this. This is absolutely beautiful. Alright, well, what do you say? Let's go wander down the street, check out some old buildings maybe. Wow, look at this. Lumber industry. They had sawmills here. Look at that. 1895. Wow. Huh. 1866. Wow, they cut the logs and floated them. Totally different world back then, huh? Feels good to be out of that van. Lots of miles this year so far, huh? You guys been along for the whole trips too? Where we start out? Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, Tennessee, North Carolina, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Ohio. Woo! Wow, look at these old buildings, all brick. Here's the local bank. Pretty cool. Streets are empty, but it's early. There goes a RV. I bet they're at the campground. All these campgrounds are packed right now. You can't get in any of them. I've been trying. So because they're right on the water. RV parks work okay. Here's their information center. They got bicycles. Looks like you can rent a bicycle. There's a colorful little building here. Art studio in Pentwater, Michigan. This is one of these little towns that everybody knows everyone, huh? Hear the church bells in the background. These are chirping. Pretty cool. Look at that little gift shop, clothing. A lot of tourism here, I bet. It's got to be right on the water like this. The Brown Bear. Must be like a bar or something, huh? Well, pretty cool. Well, let's cut across the street. Look at them guys just getting opened up. We'll head back towards the van. Let's go find that state park. Yeah, yesterday I was talking to someone and they said this is a really neat little town. They're right. See what these storyboards say real quick. And welcome. Okay, they're like the other ones at the other end. Cool. Look at this little park. Another one. Sit here and have your cappuccino, listen to the church bells and the birds chirp. They got a farmer's market too. Perfect. Back to the van we go. Look how the trees, they plant little trees right in the sidewalk here. And they grow. Here you go. Liquor bar. Oh, look at the antler for the door handle. Cool. Another clothing. Swimsuits for the beach. got here? Town Hall? Village Hall. Village. Pentwater Village Hall. Still see some of those fog clouds rolling. Yeah, I hit the patch coming up through here on that 31. That was really thick. Really had to slow down. Cut across the street here. I see the van. The van awaits. Glad I got that thing serviced here a few days ago. Couldn't believe the amount of miles I already put on it. Big old water tower. Look at that. That one's tall. Well, let's go find that little state park. Should be a little street up here I'd take according to the phone. And it's a couple blocks down, 2-3 blocks. What a neat little place. This would be one to come to for sure. Check it out, Pentwater, Michigan. Okay, should be making a left right up here. To the park we go. No one's here. We got it to ourselves. Look at that big beach. Actually, this isn't that big of a park compared to the other ones I've seen so far. There's a campground here too, but I've tried online to get into some of these and no way. Just the time of year. Look at the fog coming back in. Looks like they got just a little pier here on this end. Look at the water. Well, Michigan is definitely a place to come to in the spring and summer. You just got to book yourself way in advance. It's a pretty good sized channel. Probably get some decent sized boats in and out of here. Probably a lot of sailboats, I bet, huh? See a lot of these signs about waves crashing up on here. I bet. There's some old logs. It's kind of cool how they were logging here and floated the logs. Back in the day. That would have been, what, 120 some years ago.
Morning.
Yeah, this beach here, off to the right here, it's not real huge. You could probably swim here, I guess. A lot of algae in there. Yeek. Look at that, you can see the bottom right here, looking for fish. Fish on. Still looking for fish, I don't see nothing yet. I'm guessing this is a foghorn up here. Yeah, I bet the weather changes by the minute on these big lakes. They're like mini oceans. What's this say here? Energize the fog? Yep. Solar powered, look at that. Got a solar panel up there. Well, cool, what a pretty place, my goodness. Yeah, Mirror State Park. Foggy Mirror State Park. Look at the bird. Hey. I can hear a boat out there. I can hear a boat engine. Oh, there goes a sailboat out. Sailing the Great Lakes. They wave. Can I go with you? Please? Nope. They kept going. Oh well. I can hear the engine of an... There it is. I see it. There's another boat coming in. A 3-hour tour. Heading out to sea. Or the lake, I guess. These things are so big, you want to call them like an ocean. Here's the other boat coming in. Cool. 2 ships passing. Well, that's cool. This made me want to have a boat ride right now. I've had my share of boats in my time now. RVs are better. He's been out fishing. Look at that. Them guys been out. They're the early bird. Probably caught some good fish. Cool. Well, all right. Well, let's head back. For more information about RVerTV, check out our website, RVerTV.tv. We got free downloads for screensavers, guides, courses, activity books, including puzzles, coloring books, and more. Make sure you check out RVerTV.tv. Well, definitely a neat. This is a small state park compared to the other one. Even on Google Maps, I've been doing a lot of research at night. There's a campground. Look how packed it is. No empties. And a lot of them are booked out over a month. But there's a ton of RVs here. But what a neat place to stay. But this is definitely one of the smaller ones. Now you can see the lake off in the distance. Lake Pentwater and the channel going into it. But once again, you're on the water, staying cool in the summertime on Michigan. Pretty neat. And with my $17 sticker in the window, that gets me into all these parks for day use. No fees. Don't have to pay to park. That's kind of cool. And 17 bucks, what a deal. Because there is a lot of state parks. When you look at the maps of this state, there are countless parks to get into. Let's check out these houses real quick. Look at these things. I bet they're rentals. Bet you can rent them, maybe. How'd you like to live here? Except in the winter. Like, look at this little place. We just walked through here. Little turnaround. One last look. Oh man, I could have played in the playground there in the swing set. Alright. I was just curious to see what them houses look like. A lot of sand here. They probably got to clean the road off after some winds. And the winds have been laying flat. Been really lucky so far. Just the heat picking up during the day. What a perfect little town. Small town USA right here. Pentwater. We're heading up to Ludington. Next town up. We're heading north. We're going up the west side of the Michigan shoreline. We're going to go up to a little town called Ludington. They got a big ferry that goes over to Wisconsin here, all kinds of stuff. Parks, state park. And we're just getting into town here. Should be a fun place to explore. Let's check out Ludington, Michigan. Here's downtown area. It's a pretty good time in the morning. It's not too busy yet. Old buildings. This is small town USA right here. There's supposed to be a city park right up here. I kind of mapped myself out pretty good last night, looking at this area. So there's a place where the big ferry goes in and out. We'll have to catch that later today. There's a city park up here, and then also farther out there's a lake with a dam and dunes and state park and all that. So let's see what we can do here. Can't beat the weather. Crystal blue sky. It's warm. It's summer. But clear, not much wind. Afternoons, thunder bumpers might kick up. Not too bad. Look at the trees, all leaved out. Everything's green and happy. And I see the big lake straight ahead. Lake Michigan. There's the lake. Well, let's do this. That lake with the dam is farther out. Let's do that one first. Then we'll work our way back. I think right here on the left is our city park. Pretty sure. Yep. So we'll check that out on the way back. Let's go out and find, it's a lake. There's sand dunes, all kinds of stuff. I think it's called Lake Hamlin, something like that. told about it, so we got to check that out. We got all day here. That ferry doesn't come in till later this evening, so we got some time to kill. Cool. Plus, with my $17 annual Michigan State Park pass, I can just go in and hang out. That's what the van's for. Wow, look at all the sand dunes along the lake here. Looks like cars parked. They probably hike down and fish. Maybe they got hiking trails out here. Yeah, look at the dunes. They are everywhere. Huh. I see a bunch of RVs up here on the right. Kind of a fast-paced road. I can't slow down. I got a lot of traffic behind me. Looks like a campground. There goes an RVer. Cool. All right. We should be there shortly. Hit it. All right. This should be Hamlin Lake off to the right. I just found the most perfect place to park. Shade all around the van. Let's do a walk. I'm going to spend a little time out here. I got to catch up on some emails and stuff. Then we'll head back into Ludington. See if we can't find that big ferry. Hamlin Lake. Look at the size of this thing. Wow. Probably a fisherman's dream here, huh? Cool. One, the dam. Looks like some info on it. It's been here a long time. Look at the old pictures. That's what I love about these storyboards. Especially when they show them old black and whites. Look at that thing. Probably been rebuilt a couple times. And what do we got on this one? More about the dam. Look at them old pictures of the schooners. Look at all the sails on that thing. I bet they could really plow through some water when they're fully sailed up. All right, here's the dam. I could really hear the water running. Cool. Forgot my fishing pole. Listen to it roar. Well, they got walkways down to both sides. Man, they're moving some water here, huh? Boy, there's droughts everywhere, and look at it, there just pours out here. Big difference between East Coast and West Coast. I bet them fish down there are just plentiful. There's that walkway. We'll check that out too. Yeah, this would be a perfect little spot to take a break for a few hours. Go down this walkway here. Boy, these places are just so well done. Now you can really hear it roar. Listen to that water. Here's your Zen moment. Look at the mist coming off. I'd like to stay here for a few days, huh? Perfect. I bet that this lake here really freezes up in the winter. You can probably ice fish this thing. Here's all the different fishies that are here. Quite a few. They probably stock this thing, I'm sure. But look at the shade. Wait till you see where I parked the van. Matter of fact, let's head back up. Take a break for a while before we head back into Ludington. Look at all the shade. Now this is perfect. I'll open up the roof vents, kick on the fantastic fans, get some airflow through the van. This is how you utilize a Class B van at a state park during the day. It's absolutely perfect. Plus, there's good cell signal here, so I can get a little bit of work done. But this is how I do it, under a shade tree in a nice park. See, that's where that $17 pass really comes in. You can do this all over Michigan. All right, we're gonna head back to town in a little bit. Okay, we're back in town. I had quite a bit of work I had to catch up on. That's how I do a lot of my editing too. I'll find a place like that and kind of hibernate for a few hours. That big ferry boat is supposed to be coming in, in a couple hours. Let's go up to the city park. We'll check that. I stocked up on supplies. I had to hit a store. We're all good. Went to Walmart. Cool little town to drive around. It's actually pretty good size. I'd still class it as a small town. There's Mighty Lake, Michigan. Supposed to have some neat statues up here. I see them on the left. All right, let me get parked. Okay, this one's called Stern Park and Beach. And they got rules. But I don't think we got to get over to that pier over there. That's where that big boat comes in, I bet. Right through there. We'll check that out here in a little bit. See what these say. Got storyboards. Wow, look at the flowers. Madison County Sculpture Trail. So they kind of dedicated, it looks like, to the veterans. Wow. Pretty cool. Look at that thing, huh? Very nice. Always good to honor the vets. See what this one says. William R. Charette. Korea War. Okay. Medal of Honor. So these must be a local guy, huh? Got the flowers for him. It's pretty powerful to get a Medal of Honor. What's this one? This is the other Madison County. Well, neat. You know, small towns. They put a huge effort into these kind of things. They're kind of cool to see. Okay, well, let's head over to where they have that big ferry come through over by the pier. It's supposed to be something to see. Oh, it comes through once a day. It leaves in the morning. It comes back at 7 in the evening. So we got a little time to kill and wait, but that's okay. Ain't got nothing else to do. I'll find a place to park closer over here. Yeah, we're dialed now. Look at the benches. Just sit here, watch the sunset later. We still got some time left here. Alright, what's this say here? Man, that's all brass, it looks like. Madison County Sculpture Trail. 2015. Hard to see. Big ship wheel. Schooner. Wow. Bet that cost a bundle to make that thing. Alright. Keep on trucking. Need a big rock. You see people fishing everywhere. There's a public boat launch here. Hiking trails. There's a museum down here, but it's closed today. Can't go in it. Another sculpture. What's this one? Madison County Sculpture. Sport Fishing 2015. Man, those are fancy, huh? Wow. That's impressive. Have that sitting in your front yard, huh? Cool. Alright, well, we gotta wait for the boat to come in. Let's walk out in the pier. Yeah, this is a big one. They got deep water markers. There's a deep water channel here, so the big boats can come through here, this one. It's pretty cool. They got ferries that take you over to Wisconsin. I guess it's about a 4-hour boat ride. But if you drove it, my goodness, to go all the way down and around, like through Illinois and up the other side to Wisconsin, or all the way up the northern route, take you a day or so. I kind of looked at it online. I'm not going to do a ferry ride this trip, but you could. It'd be for the van, something that big, probably a few $100s to go across. People out here fishing. Well, as far as we can go, here's one of the deep water markers. We still got some time left before that big boat comes in. The lighthouse way over there. This is a huge marina, boat launch. Those people fishing said right down here, find the concrete. There's fish in there, and there they are. Look at them guys. Huh. Need a hook and a worm. There's all kinds of fish in there. Cool. Alright, well, I'm gonna go back van for a few minutes. Wait for that big ship to come in. Oh, I see a storyboard I missed. Check this. Next to the fish sculpture. Developing the harbor. Oh, good. Old pictures. I walked right past this thing. There's the lighthouse. Big boats coming in. Yeah. Just the size of this pier and the waterway. They can really handle some big boats. There's the big ships. Big old cargo freighters. Run all over the Great Lakes. Alright, let's see if we can't catch a big old ferry coming back into Ludington Marina. Goes a fishing boat out. The wind's picked up. It's getting a little breezy. Water's getting a little choppy. And here it comes. I think it's called the Badger. Supposed to be a coal burner too. They burn coal to fuel that thing. Look at it. Hauling cars and people. Well, here you go. See if he blows the horn. I bet he will. A lot of people waving up there. Well, how cool is that? That's fun. Boy, look at the backs open. Full of cars and people. A 4-hour boat ride over to Wisconsin. Look at the big old wake coming in. We are on Highway 22. We're heading north. We're going to go up and check out a little lighthouse. It's called Point Betsie. It's supposed to be absolutely beautiful up there, and I can't wait to see it. Just left the Ludington area. That was a cool little stop. Got to see the big boat come in, the ferry and all that. Really enjoyed that area. Okay, this little town, I'm sure I'm gonna mispronounce it. Onakama. Hopefully. If not, I apologize. But we're gonna just cruise through. I gotta start making a little bit better time. We gotta keep trucking down the road. Because you know what's coming up in August. South Dakota, and you know what? Sturgis. There's a big lake right off to the left here. Looks like an inlet port. Anyway, we're going to keep on trucking. See what we can get. There's supposed to be one pretty drive coming up through here, too. Small town USA right here. Okay, sit back, enjoy the ride. Check this out. I had to stop. Look at this. Is this plush, beautiful, or what? A little lake. Right there's Lake Michigan. There's a little inlet there. There's people fishing off the bridge right up here. But my goodness, look at this. Oh, I had to stop. What a pretty, pretty place. Perfect time of morning. Blue water, green grass, yay, blue sky. I checked on the phone too. This is called Arcadia Lake. What a pretty, pretty day this is turned out to be. Check this out. Look at the little inlet bay there. Goes straight out to big old Lake Michigan. What a plush place. How'd you like to live here? Goodness. Absolutely beautiful. Fishing, come out, grab a cup of coffee, throw a fishing line in. Goodness, look at the reflections off the water. I bet these really freeze up. You could absolutely ice fish on these little guys here. If you're into that kind of stuff. Michigan just keeps giving and giving. I've really enjoyed the trip up the west side here along the shorelines. All the little towns. Look how green that is. That is just gorgeous. Trees everywhere. But the only thing when you drive these roads, it's so tree-lined, you lose some of the view. Till you find a place like this. This is why I stopped here. Wide open and pretty. Alright, we got some miles to do. This wasn't on the list, but sometimes you just gotta stop. Alright, let's keep rolling. A few low clouds. Fog comes in and out off the lake. Here's where they're fishing. Look at them. Just enjoying their day. Pretty cool. Well, since Arcadia Lake, this should be Arcadia. We're going to drive through up here. Yay. There's a town sign. Well, I bet they get beautiful fall colors up through here. Gotta love these small towns. They are just priceless. Old style houses and buildings. Everyone knows everyone else. And there's a camp. Little motel. Don't see a gas station here. And no traffic light. Cool. Gotta love it. Yeah, look at the trees. I guarantee the fall colors here are just priceless. Alright, we got a few miles left. A couple little towns I think we trucked through too, going up this way. I almost didn't come up here. I wasn't sure. I was just going to keep going straight on up, but we had to check this out one more time. This will be the last stop along the west shoreline of Michigan. Then once we get past the lighthouse here, we're going to head all the way up to Mackinac City, way up top. There's a big bridge up there, all kinds of good stuff to see too. Okay, see what else we find up through here. See how the trees line the road? You have no view. The lake is right off to the left. You just can't see it well. Ooh, ooh, what do we have here? Cool. Scenic viewpoint. We gotta stop. Check it out. Perfect. Looks like they even got a little restroom here or something. Oh, look at the viewing area. Here we go. All right, let's check this out. I know it's hot everywhere around the U.S., but right here, it's not bad at all. Of course, it's still early morning. The only thing I've noticed more than anything being out here, because I'm from the West, Arizona and all that, but is the humidity. Wow, look at this view. Here you go. Got a little viewfinder here, nice deck. Wow, perfect. Big old Lake Michigan. It's quite a ways down there. We're above most of the shoreline we've seen. We've been right at it. We're a good 100 feet up at least. Van's doing good. You know, the Mercedes diesels, if you don't push it too hard down the road, you average over 25 miles a gallon, which is great. Heading up to Point Betsie Lighthouse. Here we go. This is Highway 22, heading north. Sun's coming up now, really getting warm. Shouldn't be too much farther. I think we got another little town to go through yet. Alberta village limit. Another little village here. Looking at the phone here, looks like two towns connect here. Frankfurt is the other one. Should be a bridge right up here we're gonna cross. Boy, this Google Maps iPhone have been a lifesaver. Because most of these areas I have never ever been to. Who knows if I'll ever get back this way. What a journey this year so far we've had. Okay, here's the bridge. Yay. And it's supposed to be Betsie River. So many waterways going along the lakes here. Alright, let's cross the river. Check it out right there, Frankfurt city limit. So these two towns just connect. Alberta and Frankfurt connect to each other. Once again, this is Michigan 22, Highway 22. We're heading straight north. We're going to go up to Point Betsie. See the big lighthouse up there. Seen pictures of it, just gotta stop. Gotta check out the lighthouse. We've seen a few too, huh? Probably gonna see a few more. Oh no, that sign said road closed, detour ahead. Well, we can't go to the left because that's all lake. See where we're gonna end up. Wow, look at this. It's all tore up. Yep, because we're supposed to go left. We ain't going down that way, so we're gonna get cut out of seeing Frankfurt. Oh well, let's take the scenic route. Yay. Here's the detour, Highway 22. But these residents will be happy. We're cutting right through residential area when the detour stops. Cars and trucks going through here. Basically, we just missed the downtown area, Frankfurt. Oh well, hopefully next time. I got it all blocked off. But we're getting very close to that lighthouse. Should be just a few miles right up the road here. You can't really tell, but in these trees there is a lot of houses. There's a lot of people that live in here. They are really nestled in these trees. We're getting real close. I got a turn up here somewhere. Up, there it is. I think this is the road. I got a car right on me. Let me pull over here a sec. Let him go around me. I was in a hurry. Alright, here we go. Let's go check out the lighthouse. There's campgrounds all throughout in here too. There's also a place called Crystal Lake. And there's supposed to be also a bunch of sand dunes up in here too. Should be a fun little stop. Here we go. I see the big lake now. We're out of the big trees. Look how the terrain changed, how sandy it's getting all of a sudden. There it is. We made it. Must be able to park out here. And it's closed off. Alright, let me get parked. We'll check it out. Yeah, all private property and a lot of sandy areas. Look at this. Well, anyway, welcome to Point Betsie Lighthouse. Let's see what we can find out. Well, I just talked to a guy. They rent this out. This is not public anymore. They rent it out for private events. There's a wedding going on that's all closed down. But he said we can go down to the beach, take pictures. Maybe we'll sneak an aerial shot too. But there's a lighthouse right there. But people can stay out here. You can rent the place. Check out the beach. Wow, look at this. Wind's picking up. Hey, we got little waves crashing. There's an old dock. Man, you imagine all the decades? How many boats seen that light? It's absolutely beautiful here. I'd rent the place too. Yeah, what a place to have a wedding or a reception or anything. Wow. Yeah, it's too bad it's closed. Oh well. Look at this bench. It took me a minute to figure it out. That's a bench to sit on. I think it got covered up. But what a pretty place. Point Betsie Lighthouse. Goodness. It'd be interesting to go in there sometime. But there's the mighty Lake Michigan Western Shoreline. Sand beach. Oh, here's the dunes. Look at this. Look at the houses built in the dunes there too. Wow. No wonder that bench got buried, huh? That sand is probably blows. There's Crystal Lake way off in the distance. What a pretty, pretty place. Thank you for watching the Once in a Lifetime series. This part is Michigan, the Western Shoreline. Lighthouses, campgrounds. What a beautiful, beautiful drive this is. I highly recommend visiting Michigan, especially in the spring and summer. You're just going to see waterways, just absolute scenic beauty here in this great state. Also, make sure you check out my website, RVerTV.tv, for more information. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Take care.